Alright, very interesting developments today. So what do we have? Right, we have this price bouncing off the mean threshold of the week down here. Okay, and right now let's see, I want to see if price can close within this weekly volume imbalance and preferably above the 50% to see a higher retracement up into these areas here. So I think for today it's quite a nice movement down. Caught a few trades here and there, and yeah, from here what I can see on the hourly chart, it's possible that it wants to take this relative equal highs above, and I'm looking for these CBs to be at least filled even by one tick, okay, by 1 point or a quarter point. That would be nice, but if it was to reach up into these areas right now, I'm thinking that it could be market maker buy model. Not too sure yet. Need to see, we need to wait for more data. Okay, if it continues lower, then of course we have this old swing low down here and into this 1 hour fair value gap that was left open over here, and within this area this is a weekly volume imbalance right here. Okay, this candles and this candle, so I'm just taking the lowest point and the highest point. Simplifies everything, right? In the weekly I've removed most of the drawings until we reach, or if we are likely to draw into the area, then I will note it down. Otherwise I'll just leave it as that. It's more neat and clear. Okay, too many levels, too messy charts kind of mess up your mind a little bit. Okay, and I'll just go over what could have been done today. It's mostly on the 5 minutes chart. Okay, so on the news we had purge of sell side, and then after which it closed above this swing high with a fair value gap right here, coupled with this order block. So this is an area to long to take out. The liquidity is here, 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 and maybe even here, but as you can see, this red line here represents 50% of the weekly volume imbalance. So profit taking should be right here. Logically speaking, you expect to see some price sensitivity around this area. Okay, so after 9:30, which ICT has taught to, I waited to see if there's any movement left after 9:30. So 9:30 right here, price did in fact trade higher, creating this fair value gap right here, taking out this swing high. Okay, so I entered in this fair value gap. Stop loss is this down here, because the thing is that we have reached into this area. I'm not sure if it's going to push higher, and in this case it fails. This is why my stop loss was here instead of here, because if this fails and it trades through this fair value gap, breaking down below this mean threshold of the order block, then it's most probably going to take out this swing low here, and I want to see what will happen when it does that. Okay, so after which it created this relative equal lows at around 950. So there's macro at 950, starting from 950 to 1010. So from that time range, I expect to see some retracements into fair value gaps. Okay, so taking the fibs, anchoring it, swing high, swing low above 50% is where I would like to short. So I have orders above here and this volume imbalance as well. Okay, so the price steps into it multiple times into this volume imbalance right here, and then it breaks down. This was my targets. Okay, simple relative equals targets, and right after it reaches this area here, it trades back up into this volume imbalance yet again, and then it broke down. Okay, 1030 usually gives a good volatility, but as you can see from this price action down here is very sloppy. Okay, so didn't trade after this lows was taken out. Okay, I left the charts. So if you want a precise exit, right, you can look at the 5 minutes. Below this swing low and this swing low, there is this volume balance right here. Price went to it. Okay, trades into this volume balance. Perfect. Alright, so during lunch hour, it just simply retraces back up, creating this relative equal highs, and it created this fair value gap after taking out the swing high, after purging the sell side as well. So at around 1 p.m. 12:55, right, this candle was 12:55, reached into this order block right here, spooled higher, taking out this relative equal highs, leaving fair value gaps as well, 1 and fair value gap 2. So since this wasn't filled, it was a breakaway gap. Okay, there's a measuring gap. I'm not sure how it's measured or how it's supposed to be used, but I think, let me just try to see. I think it's used to measure this range that the price might want to gravitate to. Okay, but anyways, continuing. So at 115, 115, 13:15 to 13:30, there is a macro as well. So as you can see, this candle, this is 13:15, low, created swing low, and then at 13:30 it spooled higher. So that's the macro. Okay, spooled higher, taking out this swing high right here, and after which it's just kind of grinds down, and right now not too sure what's gonna do until the next macro at 15:15 to the close of the day, which would be 16:00. Okay, if you just look back into the previous day as well, the timing is there. I mean, like, you can see it. So right here, 9:50. Okay, that's macro at 9:50 to 10:10 right here, this candle here and this candle here. So it was on a downtrend, and then it reverses, taking out the swing highs. Okay, after which at 10:10 started to break down, and 10:15 made a big down close candle here, and at 10:30 huge volatility right here. So for this day itself, it's a nice clean price action down. Okay, not chopping around or grinding down. Okay, it's a fast movement down. Lunchtime, slight consolidation and then continuation, and at 1:15, same, 13:15, reversal into 13:30, right? 13:30 starts the next leg up usually, or the next leg down. Okay, up into this swing high right here, took the liquidity, and then at around 15.15, okay, by 15.15 right here, it traded back into the candle before 15.15, traded back into this fair value gap here, right? Lower highs, broke this swing low, bearish, so looking for daily fair value gap right here, and this is the end range of the fair value gap, okay? 50% is right around here. So at 15.15 the price broke down and continuation down to the close of the day, which would be 16.00. So as you can see, the time is very important, okay? Time is important. This is why I aim to trade within these time zones or these time ranges, whereby you have the highest probability of the price running to a specific level that you're looking for, okay? And you will not be in the markets for a long period of time. That is very crucial, because for me myself, I wouldn't like to be chopped around before reaching my targets. I want a snapshot, and then it just reached the objective within like a few minutes. That is the best case scenario. And it's the fastest way to lock in profits as well. This is why trading within the macros or trading within the time zones that have that kind of movement is very crucial to me. So since this is a proof that time is above price, it makes things a lot more easier, right, to not look at price in certain period of the times, okay? And if during that time you couldn't see any setup, then I think that should be the time whereby you decide to close the charts, okay? So yeah, I hope this was helpful by noting down the time, right? It is very useful in intraday trading. Those were the timestamps that are important. Those are the important timestamps that you really need to take note of if you want to do precision scalping on the intraday. Right, me speaking into the microphone now is I'm just imagining myself speaking to myself, okay? So yeah, and that's about it. Yeah, let's see how this thing closes, okay? And then from there maybe we can have a better idea. But I think a fair value gap is most likely to be formed within this area, and on Friday that should be the main draw of liquidity. And yeah, unless this swing low gets taken out and taken out with a strong momentum, I would not look at this relative equal lows just yet, okay? And yeah, that's about it. I'm still looking for this 4-hour CB to be filled right here, okay? This 4-hour CB, I'm still thinking that it's gonna go here. These highs are just a little bit too clean, right? I don't like it. I don't like this to be the top. The top should be something like this, okay? And yeah, that's it.